Dear students, with reference to the Sangam age, I have taught you three literary sources and two archaeological sources. There are many sources are there, but a brief explanation, brief discussion will be done by me. That's why I have mentioned only three, and these three are very important. That's why I have discussed. First one I have taught you Tirukural, written by Tiruvalluvar, very important creation, literary source of Sangam age. Second one Tolkappiyam, written by Tolkappiyar. It was, or sorry, it is uh, grammar book, and very detailed explanation I have given in my previous videos. Third literary source that I have discussed, Silpadikaram, written by Chera prince named Elengo Bedigal. So these three are important sources, and literary sources these are. And with reference to the archaeological sources, I would like to discuss, and my previous video I have also discussed megalithics and hero stones. So what are megalithics? Mega and lithics, two words are there. Mega means large one, big one. Is lithics means stone. So it was a kind of box like structure, and slabs had been made without mortar, means no cementing taken place, and it was a kind of burial ground, and some important information erected on that slabs. And that's why these sources are very archaeological sources are very important, and these are primary sources. Today also you can see. Second one, hero stones. It was a memorial stones that erected for respective personality about his good deed or outstanding work he had done for the society or for their territory, or he is a poet, outstanding poet, extraordinary personality, and about that personality some important information erected on hero stones. So these are archaeological sources. Now, after completing sources, I would like to teach you Tamil kingdom. There were three important kingdoms, namely Chera, Chola and Pandya in the Tamil country during the Sangam age. In addition to these three kingdoms, there were also local chieftains. So 4 points I will discuss. First one Chera, second one Chola, and third one Pandyan, and last one local chieftains. Means in southern India, three powerful kingdoms were there, and many local chieftains were there. Means we can say feudal lords, and their contribution was also enormous. In each and every field, I will discuss one by one. First one, Chera kingdom. The Chera king of the Sangam age were known by many titles such as Banavar, Bilawar and Malayar. Banavar, Bilawar and Malayar, three titles Chera had. There were two important lines of the Chera kings. The first one started from Odian Cherelian, and the second from Irupurei. The kings belongs to these lines. These two lines ruled the Chera kingdom. Their capital was Bengi. If I am telling you Chera, means we can say modern Kerala. Bengi, and chief port was Toddi. The symbol in the flag was bow and arrow. So 3 points you have to learn. First one, the title of the king, Banawar, Bilawar, and Malayar. And second point you have to learn capital of Chera kingdom was Benji and chief port was Tondi. And what was the flag, what was the symbol of Chera kingdom? That was bow and arrow. I think these points are very very important. Cheran Sen Guttuvan was the most popular king of Sangam Cheras. The Sangam works Padir Puttu and Ahananaru provide a lot of information about him. The Tamil epic Silpadikaram also tell about the military achievements. Sen Guttuvan led an expedition upon the Himalayas. He crossed river Ganga and defeated his enemy. He reached the Himalayas and hosted the Chera flag. He brought stones from there and built up a temple in memory of Kanangi. I think you know Kanangi uh, is heroine of Silpadikaram, Kolan Kanangi. His brother Ilengo Bedigal composed Silpadikaram. And Padir Puttu and other Sangam literature give a long list of the Chera kings. The most popular among them were Cherelian, Peruncherial, Irumpurai, and Kanakalai. The territory of the Sangam Chera mostly comprises the present Kerala state. So only this much important point. So again going to repeat, you have to remember. First point, Chera kingdom was situated in modern Kerala and title of the kings Banawar, Bilawar, Malayar. Chief port Tondi, capital was Benji, and popular king name Cheran Sen Guttuvan, a very very competent one, and he reached to Himalaya, means northern India also. He belongs to southern India and reached to northern India and defeated his enemy. That Cheran Sen Guttuvan name you have to remember, and his brother name also very very important. You should remember this one. His brother Ilengo Bedigal wrote Silpadikaram, and about Silpadikaram already I have taught you. So with reference to Chera kingdom only this much. And one more point I would like to mention here. The territory of the Sangam Chera mostly comprises the present Kerala state, and two more literary sources are there. These sources giving information regarding Chera dynasty, Padir Puttu, and one more book is there, Ahananaru. Padir Puttu and Ahananaru, two books, also very very important. So in this video only this much, and next video I'll teach you about Chola kingdom. So dear students, you should understand that some terms are there, and these terms are Tamil terms. So that's why the name or title are little bit difficult. But if 2-3 times, 4 times you will revise, so definitely you will be comfortable. When I was also studying, so I had also problem in that chapter, but I have decided that when I'll teach you, so you will be very very comfortable regarding this one, because some important rulers are there. Their name must be known, and writers name must be known regarding Sangam age, like Tirukural written by Tiruvelluvar, Silpadikaram written by Ilengo Vedigal, and Tolkapiyam written by Tolkapier. So these are important points, and I'll teach you upcoming lesson, upcoming video about Chola kingdom. So next video I will teach Chola kingdom. So in this video now I am going to conclude my lecture. Thank you.